there are two governing models now dominating the scene in the Arab world. The one I call ISIS, and the other I call SISI. ISIS and Sisi. And Sisi is that autocratic model. Après-moi le déluge. If you don't like me, you won't like the Muslim Brotherhood even more, so you got to settle with me. And the other, of course, is ISIS. And the reason that I originally thought of you and Fayyadism is because it's actually based on such a simple human truth, which is that the quest for dignity and the quest for respect and the desire of young people to live in a world where they can realize their full potential.
Agreed.
Okay, and that's really what, to me, your movement represented. And I had an interesting experience a few weeks ago. I gave the commencement address at the American University of Kurdistan in Suleimani.
Yeah.
And at the dinner afterwards, I was seated next to the governor of Kirkuk, who was a Kurd, Governor Karim, and he actually lived in America for 29 years, somewhat like yourself, and was a neurosurgeon at GW Hospital, came back in 2009 to try to rebuild his people's country, Kurdistan. And he's now governor of Kirkuk, and we're sitting at the dinner. I said, Kirkuk, well, I was there in 2009 with Admiral Mullen, and we came in an MRAP. I mean, the most thick steel you could possibly, it was one of the scariest places I've ever been to. He said, oh, you should come back to Kirkuk now. I said, why? He said, well, we just had an election in Kirkuk. Remember, Iraq had a free and fair election in April. It was a free and fair election. And the governor of Kirkuk, here's what was going on in Kirkuk. He had a city council that was made up of 6 Kurds, 4 Arabs, 2 Turkmen. This is a city that is about 60% Kurdish, 30% Arab and 10% Turkmen, a few other minorities. After this election, the city council was 8 Kurds, 2 Arabs, 2 Turkmen, because Arab Kirkuk residents voted for a Kurdish governor. Yeah. Why? He said, you got to come to Kirkuk to see, and I came and saw. I saw roundabouts, I saw parks, I saw new schools, I saw a city that had electricity open 4 hours a day to 24 hours a day. And it's so much to your point. We talk about this issue in terms of land and settlements and history and Jews and Palestinians, and we forget the most essential truth that I think is the building block of your whole ideology. It has to be the foundation of any peace, and that is Arabs are not any different than anybody else. Those women at that school in Cairo, the people of Kirkuk, they want, first of all, good, decent governments. They want to be treated by the governed with dignity and respect.
Absolutely.
And most of all, they want to be able to realize their full potential. I thank you for introducing that concept. It will win in the end. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.